Mr. Orson Wilde is here, and I'm going to stay with Miss Alice.
What?
Did you forget? Orson Wilde, you know, the star of American theatre. And he's visiting and staying with us. You did forget?
No, not that. I meant you wanting to stay with Miss Alice.
Yes, that's right. Miss Alice suggested it. She told me you couldn't possibly refuse.
別の提案をす
Why
る。
don't you stay with Mrs. Hudson?
Oh, but Miss Caitlin has more in common with Miss Alice, and they get along so well.
Guess what, Mrs. Hudson? Mr. Wilde is here to study my father's character for his next play. And he won't be disappointed, will he? Father is so pig-headed.
I
What?
can't believe it. The great Sherlock Holmes standing in front of me. I'm sure that our two brains will.
Brains.
誰？ジョニー・デップ？流行に敏感。アメリカ人としての自尊心。タバコだ。ホームズが好む銘柄のタバコ？ホームズファンってこと？なんだこれ。特注のブーツ。クイーンがあるのは特注のブーツなんだ。うぬぼれや。オーソン・ワイルドは30歳以下、アメリカ演劇界の星でシャーロック・ホームズを演じる2歳児。役作りの勉強のためにロンドンに来た。役作りの一環か、ホームズと同じ銘柄のタバコを吸っている。オーソンは自己陶酔的で流行に敏感だ。映し出される自分の姿がたまらなく好き。胸元にあるブローチが彼のアメリカ人としての誇りを表して
Mr.
いる。
Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Is it 5 o'clock already? I think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
そんなことってあるんだ。いきなり同居させられるんだ。オーソン・ワイルドについてさらに調べよ。調べよ。調べよって何？なんかあるよ。なんだこれ。
Analysis table.
ああ、
It's useful
散らかってるだけだった。あ、手紙増えてます。手紙。どれどれ。ホームズさん、私の名前はタバサフルク、ウエストゲート刑務所で収容者の看護をしております。アルベイトさんの看病をしておりましたが、彼の死後、あなたに手紙を書くように頼まれておりました。アルベイトさんは最後まで大変お怒りで、神に許しを請うことも拒否されました。最後まで自分の最後の望みを妨害したあなたが憎いと。とても悲しい最後でした。こんな手紙送ってくるなよ、迷惑だな。知らんよ。人を殺すことが望みな自分が悪いでしょう、どう考えても。なんで私にそんなやつ当たりしてくるんかわからん。
Our star in the role of Hamlet.
ハムレット。
Wilde's already making himself at home.
ハムレット見たことないんだよな、退屈で。間違えた、こっちだよ。こっちだよ。これ。これ何？
Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Do actors really need all this?
お化粧道具ね。病気になっちゃうよ、この時代のお化粧なんて。わお
！Face powder of an excellent quality.
鉛が入ってるんでしょ？ん？なんか書いてある。
I use the same brushes for makeup.
同じブラシを使ってる。そうなの？
I forgot my hat. Father?
I'm just checking.
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
It might be. Practicing my disguises. You know me.
顔洗いな。
No, don't touch that!
一緒だね。
Ah, Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
慣れない足音、ヒール、急いでいる。ためらい。
Not quite. We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland. I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Mr. Hosmer Angel has disappeared, and my father, Mr. Winterbank, will do nothing. It makes me so angry.
暗殺。何これ、メガネの跡。こんな赤くなる？肌弱くない？まあ、この時代ってこうなのかな。裕福。指輪。翻訳指輪。あら、ブーツ左右違いますよ。メアリー・サザーランドは25歳の心優しい女性、目が悪く、左右不揃いのブーツを履いていることに気づいていない。メアリーは裕福な若い女性、翻訳している。あ、目が悪いから気づいてないってこ
Mr.
と。
Windybank is your stepfather.
なわけ
Surely
ねえ
since
だ
the
ろ。
name is different.
Well, indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
And your mother is alive?
Oh, yes. Although I wasn't best pleased when she married again, and so soon after father's death, and to a man so much younger than herself.
What is your connection with Mr. Hosmer Angel?
I met him at the gasfitter's ball. Mr. Winterbank did not wish for me and mother to attend. He never did wish us to go anywhere, but this time I was quite set on it. Fortunately, he left for France upon some business, and so didn't have any say in it. And I met Mr. Angel that night. We met again after that and would take walks
結
together.
婚詐欺？
But then father returned, and we could no longer meet.
結婚詐欺じゃない？
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, father was going off again in a week. And Hosmer wrote and said that it would be better for us not to see each other until father had gone. After that, he stopped writing.
Do you have your own income?
I do, from an inheritance. It was left to me by my Uncle Ned in Auckland.
Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well, I live at home and don't wish to be a burden to my family, so they have the use of the money.
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly. I address all of his letters to the Leadenhall Street Post Office for collection.
なるほど。
Were you engaged?
Oh yes, Mr. Holmes. Right after the first walk that we took.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about Mr. Angel?
He is a very shy man. He would rather walk with me in the evening, so as to be
う
discreet.
詐欺の匂い。
I put a missing persons notice in last Saturday's Chronicle. Here's a copy, and a letter from him.
Haha, a love letter. Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
What deductions, Mr.
Mr. Wilde, Holmes, tell her.
怒ってる？うざいんですけど、君。尋ね人、ホズマーエンジェルという名の紳士が奇妙な失踪を遂げました。エンジェル氏は身長約170センチ、がっちりした体格で黄ばんだ顔をしています。髪は黒く豊かな頬ひげと口ひげを蓄えており、色眼鏡を着用しております。失踪時の服装は黒い絹の礼服、黒のチョッキ、灰色のハリスツイードのズボンを着用。勤務先はレドゥンホールストリート。情報をお持ちの方はぜひご連絡ください。謝礼します。 愛しい人へ、何も心配することはないよ。僕らが愛し合っていることを分かっていない。君の家族には何も言う必要がない。君の父親がフランスにいる間は本当に楽しいひとときだった。だが楽しい時間は過ぎるのも早い。でも君が僕の人生そのものだって知るには十分な時間だったよ。これからは一瞬一瞬を君と共に過ごしたい。それが僕の願いだ。本当に愛してるよ。君の父親がまたフランスへ行くその日を心待ちにしている。そうしたらまた君に会えるから。あ、
This is strange. The love letter
タイ
is
プライターで
typewritten.
恋文を書くだろうか。
Good quality paper, quite smooth.
何？
Fairly common ink, nothing special.
よくある普通のインク。ああ、どっかこう、気になるところ。
I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent. Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. Let's study this letter more closely.
ん？
There are some letters with typographical defects. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
パパ？
The stepfather's letter is also typewritten.
パパ？
Quite common paper with a light yellow tint.
一般的な便箋？
Fairly common ink, nothing special.
よくある普通のインク？メアリー、君と妻が元気でやってることを願いながらこの手紙を書いている。フランスはいい場所だが女を騙す悪い奴がいるというのはどこも一緒だな。近頃の男は本当に卑劣で相手を傷つけることに何の躊躇もない。いいかい、いい子にして、お母さんの面倒をよく見ること、それから私の言いつけを守って家にいるように。
I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my advice. Stay at home. Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. The stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home. Let's study this letter more closely.
あ、ルガ。
There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention. This letter has a defect. Ah, there's the same letter with the same defect in both instances.
うん。同じ文字に欠落。はいはい。
One more letter with a defect.
まあもあったよ、さっき。まあまあまあ。
Another letter match with the same defects.
おも、お。
One more letter with a defect. Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter.
つまりどういうこと？つまりどういうこと？わあ、すごい。手紙が一緒。同じ人物が手紙を書いた。メアリーは父に知られることなく社交的に集まりに出かけるチャンスがあったね。目が悪い。それがなんか関係あるの？遺産を利用するため彼女が独身であることを望んでいた。なるほど。不在時だけ会っていた。つまりここから導き出される結論は？あ、何これ？ ウェンディ・バンクがエンジェル。ああ。コズマ・エンジェルは詐欺師。いや、これ。どっちも正解ではないの。私じゃあこっち、ウェンディ・バンクがエンジェルにしようかな。これすごくない？どういうこと？でもさ、ウェンディ・バンクがエンジェルだとしたら、ホズマ・エンジェルは詐欺師っていうのも間違いではないよね。遺産を手に入れるためにね、真実を隠す、真実を話す。話しましょう。
You should try to let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory, as he has done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He disguised himself and reappeared as Mr. Hosmer Angel. He brought you as far as the church door and then conveniently slipped away, to bring you to this conclusion in such a dramatic manner that it would leave a permanent impression upon your mind. You have been cruelly tricked, Miss Sutherland.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged. Oh, it's horrible to think about. But thank you for all you have done, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
怒られた。知らんやつに。うまくやれよとか言われた。知るか、ボケカス。真実が知りたいからホームズのところに来たんだろ？真実が知りたくないのならホームズのところに来るんじゃない。